it would still have a role, and I think that's what GoBiz is trying to work through also. We wanted to find a way to make sure that our small businesses found one place, a portal, just as our nonprofits are doing now, to find a portal where they know they get to go to one place. They don't have to ask lots of people questions. They go there, and then they know where they're going to ask the questions. That's exactly what we're trying to do, and I think we're going to succeed with that. But I don't think it's to replace the small business advocate either, although we have had conversations with them as well. Thank you.
Well, Madam Majority Leader, I don't think there's anyone left to ask any questions, so would you like to close?
I sincerely appreciate the questions, the comments, and the support here and also from the witnesses. I think it is a great idea. It did come directly from my office, but to have the support that we have, I think, is such a wonderful way to present this bill and to move it forward. With that, I respectfully request for your I vote.
Nice job. It's been moved, and at the appropriate point in time when we have a quorum, we'll take a vote. Thank you, ma'am. Assembly Member Mathis, you're up. Item number 6, AB 883. Proceed when ready.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Senators. Today I will be presenting Assembly Bill 883, which helps our active duty service members prepare for and obtain fulfilling post-military jobs. 883 will require boards within the Department of Consumer Affairs to expedite the initial license process for an applicant who is an active duty service member enrolled in the U.S. Department of Defense Skilled Bridge Program. The Skilled Bridge Program is an invaluable asset to veterans. Skilled Bridge places retiring military members or service members who are preparing to ETS with civilian employers towards the end of their service to begin their training and transition to a post-military career. AB 883 will simply allow our service members to take advantage of this program sooner. If passed, or this bill passed the Assembly floor with a full 80-0. It has the support of the California Business Properties Association, California Association of Realtors, California Board of Psychologists, and the Board of Registered Nursing. Joining me today is Tony Solomon, Senior Vice President and National Director of Marcus and Millicamp, and also Audrey Radijak of the California Business Properties Association. If you have any questions, they would be the best ones to ask. Thank you.
Please proceed when ready.
Good morning. Thank you, Chairman and members of this committee. Tony Solomon, Senior Vice President of Marcus and Millichap. Citizen soldier. From the War of Independence to the beaches of Omaha to today, this nation has relied on citizen soldiers. While a career in the military is noble, most will not spend their entire lives participating in that career. The Department of Defense realizes this. Over 300,000 service members transition out of the military every year. And through their Skill Bridge program, sponsored by the Department of Defense, it allows service members the ability to transition through internships with accredited companies such as Marcus and Millichap. We're but one career that is offered through thousands of other options to our military service members. By expediting their transition, we help them avoid some of the common ills that are plaguing our service members today: homelessness, suicide, others. I respectfully ask that you participate in helping our service members transition back into civilian roles, and thank you for their service. I respectfully ask that you approve Bill 883. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, please.
Good morning, Chair and members. Audrey Ratajczak from Crew Strategies here today on behalf of the California Business Properties Association. We're here in support of AB 883. Through the Skill Bridge program, retiring military members are placed with civilian employers to help begin their training and transition in post-military civilian careers. Skill Bridge has countless industry partners in a variety of fields, including real estate, with established military recruitment and transition programs, because of the expertise, dedication, and service our veterans bring. AB 883 aligns with existing state policy for veterans by ensuring the Department of Real Estate will expedite license applications to assist in transition to civilian life. We respectfully request your support today. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Are there any other witnesses in support in the hearing room? Witnesses in support? Seeing none, let's turn to opposition witnesses, lead or
I
otherwise.
think we got.
Please step forward. Are you support?
Yes, sir.
Please proceed.
Troy Polk on behalf of the California Board of Psychology in support.
Thank you, sir. Any other witnesses in support? I don't want to cut anybody out here. Okay, now let's turn to witnesses in opposition, lead or otherwise. Any opposition witnesses in the hearing room? Seeing none, let's turn to the teleconference service. Moderator, if you would please prompt any individuals waiting to testify either in support or in opposition to Assembly Bill 883. We'll take them now.
Thank you. If you're in support or opposition of AB 883, you may press 1 and then 0. Again, that is 1 and then 0 if you're in support or opposition of AB 883. And Mr. Chair, we have no one in queue.
We're on a roll. We'll bring the matter back to the dais and my colleagues for questions or comments. Senator Archuleta, followed by Senator Nilo.
Well, Assembly Member, before we begin, I'd like to know who that young trooper is that is in the audience that I think deserves an introduction.
So that is Luke Samuel Mathis. He's a freshman, going to be a freshman at Porterville Military Academy, finishing his 8th grade career with straight A's. Was promoted to rank of staff sergeant through the academy, and he'll be shadowing Dad this week because summer camp got canceled. So he's volunteered to come hang out and check it out.
Very good.
Thank you for joining us. You look sharp.
Good.
Okay, Senator Archuleta, you're on the floor.
Well, thank you very much and welcome. Assembly Member, I'd like to commend you on this as the chair of the Military and Veterans Committee, along with my colleague. We're anxious to receive it when it comes to our committee, but I'm really excited to hear there was an 80-0 out of the Assembly. That's fantastic. As we know that we all have to work for our men and women in uniform who are serving our country when they transition out, ETS, should be able to receive them with open arms. This is taking that step, and company after company, we say it all the time, the best employee is a veteran. So this is great. I will also like to move this when it comes out, but I commend you for it because it's well overdue, and I thank you for it.
Thank you, Senator.
Senator Nilo.
Well, I'm a co-author and proud to support it, but the question that I had, Senator Archuleta beat me to the punch. I was anxious to meet the young assistant in the crowd accompanying Assemblyman Mathis. So nice to meet you, young man.
Thank you, Senator. Any other comments or questions? Senator Alvarado Gil.
Thank you for introducing us to young Mr. Mathis and bringing him forward. I think that it is exemplary for public servants to include our youth, especially our families. And then speaking on behalf of families, members of service members, your bill not only helps our veterans, but it helps our family continue to move forward after service. So thank you for taking that consideration.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I see no other questions or comments, so you're in luck, Assembly Member. Would you like to close?
Absolutely. Thank you, Senators. The point of this bill of 883 is the program already exists, but what we realize is that giving that added 6 months lets them get all their paperwork and everything else in order. So when that time comes, everything's set, streamlined, and ready to go. And this will help them transition better. And with that, I ask for your support and your aye votes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The bill's been moved. At the appropriate point in time, when we have a quorum, we will take a vote.
Thank you.
Okay. Looks like Assemblymember Haney is here. Dr. Wood, I apologize. You're going to set the record today. Item number 5, Assembly Bill 663.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members. AB 663 would allow mobile pharmacies to dispense